You saw the title. Yes, 10 burger chains, and a pattern you can't unsee: speed over safety. The truth is, when the lunch rush hits, the 5-second rule at one giant quietly stretches toward 5 minutes, and burgers bake under heat lamps until they're more rubber than beef. If workers won't eat the food they prep, what do they know that you don't? In 10 minutes, we'll walk chain by chain, connect the shortcuts, reused oil, cross-contamination, staged grill marks, and show you how to spot the red flags before they hit your tray. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. If the menu shouts fresh and fast, you might want to ask why the person running the grill packed leftovers from home. The truth is, workers know the system runs on speed, not caution.
Once we get an order through for a Whopper, it will come up on this screen here, and we have our buns just here. So what we do when it comes up is just take one and put it in the toaster.
You can tailor it, and that means that we're able to take this out, take that out, add that in. And that slows things down. So their system is built to try to make that as quick as possible.
So in contrast to all the other fast food chains that already had a footfall in the UK, be it Wimpy's, McDonald's, KFC, the idea was that you could customize your burger. And
let's start with the trade-off. Chains are built to move lines, stamp out the same burger every time, and keep costs tight. Safety needs space to separate raw from ready, time for sanitizing, and gear that stays clean between tasks. Those parts slow the line. And when the line slows, the model breaks. Now let's move on to the gap between the ad and the kitchen. The promise is hand-prepped and premium. The reality is heat lamps glowing, shared tools bouncing station to station, and a cook flipping raw patties while another wraps finished burgers inches away. It is not a horror scene. It is just tight quarters and a clock that never stops. When orders stack up, convenience wins. Think of the line like an airport security belt during a holiday rush. Bins pile up, shoes and laptops mingle, and a few rules get interpreted to keep people moving. In a lunch rush, timers beep, slips print, and patties queue under warming lights to hold the pace. Gloves touch buns, slice tomatoes, grab a freezer handle, then go back to the grill press.
How did this all-American burger chain win over the Brits?
You've got to do something controversial to stand out. You've got to court controversy.
We go behind the counter in Burger King restaurants across the country.
Fast food is really good at finding mechanisms to ensure that any food that's on premises is being sold.
I think the Whopper is such a golden asset for Burger King. As a product, it's probably one of the best known across all of the quick service outlets. I think they've even got marketing home of the Whopper. This is big business for them.
The Whopper burger.
I would say the Whopper.
Yeah, the Whopper. Probably the Whopper.
No one means harm. But the rhythm nudges the rules. Here is where research lands hard. Hot food that waits too long dries out and can slip under safe temps. That is a 1-2 hit, worse texture and a higher risk zone. And when the same tongs, spatulas, or gloves cross from raw to ready because hands are full, the chance of contamination goes up with every extra ticket in the window. Throughput spikes, the error margin shrinks. Across big chains, the shortcuts look different but rhyme. Frozen or heavily processed patties hit the grill straight from cold, which slows the center and speeds browning on the outside. Pre-cut lettuce and onion sit in bins to shave seconds later. It saves time up front but adds a clock to your produce. Oil during peak flow will filter later, so you get darker oil that clings to everything and carries yesterday's flavors into today's fries and buns. Secret menu tweaks sound fun, but they push cooks off the script that keeps stations separate, and that script is the safety net.
It's a Pepsi to McDonald's Coke. It's an Avis. We try harder.
They always show a Burger King being eaten with two hands because they want it to look bigger than its competitors. The Whopper is literally in your face at every single touch point. Whenever you visit a Burger King store, whenever you see anything in their ads, everything shouts and screams Whopper at you.
Here is the real kicker: flavor tricks do not fix safety. Liquid smoke, staged grill marks, special seasoning blends, none of that controls time and temperature. If the patty spends too long in the danger zone or gear touches both raw and ready food, the risk stays put. Reused oil and shared surfaces add more paths for trouble. It is theater without the guardrails. You can spot warning signs in seconds. Lamp-glossed buns that look shiny instead of warm. Lettuce that bends instead of snaps. The same tongs moving a raw patty, then shifting a finished one to a wrapper. A stale, heavy oil smell that hangs near the counter. These little tells say the line is running hot and shortcuts are driving. Workers pass on their own burgers not out of snobbery, but pattern recognition. They see when the hold time goes long because the dining room flooded at noon. They see when the slicing board should have been swapped an hour ago.
McDonald's says the patties are 100% beef. The recipe, they say, is nothing more than a blend of leaner beef trim and fattier trim.
McDonald's even sell real food.
We suit up in sterile wear to see it for ourselves.
So this is what we call beef trim.
Okay.
And it comes from familiar cuts that you may know, like chuck and round and sirloin. Just like you would get at the grocery store, you buy like an 80-20 blend.
The beef is ground, blended together, made into those famous patties. Letting the public see this all can be risky, but with so many people on social media,
they see gloves used as a magic shield instead of a tool you change often. When speed rules, safety bends. That is the quiet law of the rush. So what is the takeaway for you? If you watch the line for 10 seconds, you can read the tempo. Do you see trays stacking under lamps? Do you hear timers ignored? Do you notice a cook pivot from freezer handle to bun without a glove change? That is the tempo that nudges risk. If the 5-second rule stretches, your burger is on a slower clock than you think. Now that you know the pattern, you can spot it before it hits your tray, and steer your order, or your timing, to dodge the worst of it. Fast is cheap, but safe is deliberate. When the line sprints, your risk often keeps pace. You do not need a lab to see it. Watch the lamps, the oil, the gloves. The truth is, speed cuts corners you cannot see from the menu board. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who orders on autopilot. We keep it simple, you get better choices. That is the deal. Next time you catch lamp-glossed patties and overworked fry oil, pause. Ask yourself one thing: what is the real price of that quick bite?